Dear friends, dear students, today I am going to express my views on the topic, the factors modifying the drug action. So already I have discussed regarding the pharmacokinetic aspects, that is absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of the drug within the body. And today I will tell, when a person takes the medicine, suppose this is a capsule, this is a tablet or any oral dose is found, then how it is going to affect the human body. So there are so many factors that affect that. So today there are so many factors. One by one I will explain all that factors. The factors modifying drug action or the drug effects. So this is very important topic regarding the final examination. The factors modifying drug effects. So the first factor, that is age, then sex, then body weight, then route of administration, physiological factors, genetic factors, psychological factors, many more like synergism, antagonism. But in this video I will try to explain these factors written before you. So first of all, age. Age is very important. As we know, when doctor or when the physician prescribes the medicine, he will see first of all the age of the person. It is natural, but natural. Higher doses of the medicine are given to the older people and very less doses are prescribed to the children. Why? It's an important thing. Why this approach is to be adopted by the physician? Because more doses are prescribed to the older people and very less dose, minimal dose is prescribed to the children, because children, they don't have highly developed drug metabolizing enzymes in their body. As I told, after ingestion of the medicine, after taking the medicine first goes towards the liver for the first pass metabolism. It has to metabolize into the liver. So liver having drug metabolizing enzymes. So but in the children or in the small people having less age, they are having less enzymes and they are poorly developed, not highly developed. And on the other side, adults, they are prescribed more medicine because they are having well-developed drug metabolizing enzymes. So that's why छोटे बच्चे हैं उनको कम डोज प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं और ओल्डर पीपल को हम ज़्यादा डोज प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं. The second is sex. Sex care means we are telling regarding the gender. Gender means male as well as females. So here you will come to know that females are more affected. They are more susceptible. They respond more than that of the males. So females, they are to be given less dose as that of the males, because females are more susceptible to the effect of the drugs. So that's why to the females less doses to be given. They are more susceptible to the drugs. And the third one is body weight. It's जैसे कि इसका लिखा हुआ है body weight. Simple सी बात है, when a person is having higher body mass, is fat, so he must be prescribed more amount of the medicine. But on the other hand, a lean person, पतला person है, उसका weight कम है, So that is he has to prescribe less dose. So depending upon the body weight, drug is to be prescribed. अगर 500 mg की medicine है and person weight is too much, person weight is around 100 kgs or more than that, then he has to prescribe. Naturally, he has to be given more dose. So depending upon the body weight also, this criteria is to be taken in consideration. Route of administration. So route of administration, already I discussed in my previous lectures that there are major 3 route of drug administration. Route of administration is that thing that by which route we are prescribing the medicine. So there are major 3 routes by which the drug is to be prescribed. By which the drug. What are that major 3 routes? The first, oral route. Second, parenteral route. And the third one is topical route. Oral route, we are taking the medicine, we are taking the tablets, we are taking the capsules, we are taking the powders, we are taking the oral syrups. So all these things which is to be given by oral route, that is oral route. By mouth, that is oral route. Then what is parenteral route? Parenteral route means other than the oral route. Parenteral route other than the oral route is the parenteral route, means where the drug is directly injected into the bloodstream. So other than the oral route is the parenteral route, where the drugs are to be given with the help of injections. Already I discussed there are different type of parenteral routes. We are giving the medication by intravenous route, we are giving the medication by intra-arterial route, intrathecal route. So there are different parenteral routes. And the third one is topical route. Topical, where we are applying the medication, we are applying the ointment over the skin. So there are major 3 routes: oral route, parenteral route, as well as the topical route. So route of administration plays an important role while prescribing medicine, because when by oral route we are giving the medication, naturally it will go towards the stomach, and stomach is having acid and it will degrade the medication first. So drug will be degraded by the acidic media of the stomach, and there are so many enzymes also that will cause degradation of the drug, and ultimately we will achieve very less required pharmacological action when we are prescribing medication by oral. So more dose we would have to prescribe, हमें ज़्यादा dose उसकी by oral route देनी पड़ेगी. And on the other hand, parenteral route में directly we are giving the medication by injection. So directly injection means it is going into the bloodstream if we are giving it by the intravenous route. So intravenous route are parenteral routes. In parenteral routes, naturally less dose we can achieve our required pharmacological action जो हमें चाहिए. So oral और parenteral में से क्लियर हो गया कि parenteral की डोज कम डोज से भी हमारा काम चल जाएगा. और अगर पेरेंट्रल में भी अगर डिफरेंस हम देखें, अगर हम पेरेंट्रल में एक इंट्रामस्कुलर इंजेक्शन है और एक इंट्रावीनस है, तो इंट्रामस्कुलर मीन्स डायरेक्टली इट गोज इनटू द मसल, बट इंट्रावीनस डायरेक्टली इनटू द वेन, डायरेक्टली इनटू द ब्लड स्ट्रीम. तो इन दोनों में भी कौन सा फास्ट रहेगा? इंट्रावीनस. तो इंट्रावीनस में हम कम डोज के साथ भी हमारा काम चल जाएगा. और factors modifying drug action means route of administration plays a very important role. For example, a person is unconscious. So at that time, बस का एक्सीडेंट हुआ है या he has met with some accident, रास्ते में गिरा पड़ा है, उस टाइम पे हम कौन सा रूट, हम उसका मुंह खोल के, बिकॉज पर्सन इज अनकॉन्शियस, उसका मुंह खोलेंगे, उसको मेडिसिन डालेंगे? नो, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट दैट रिक्वायर्ड फार्माकोलॉजिकल एक्शन एट दैट टाइम. हम क्या करेंगे उस टाइम पे? एट दैट टाइम इंट्रावीनस, डायरेक्टली इनटू द वेन, बिकॉज वी हैव टू सेव द लाइफ ऑफ द पेशेंट. सो इंट्रावीनस रेट विल एक्ट फास्ट. Moreover, we can't give the medication to the unconscious patient by oral route at that time. So, route of administration plays an important role while prescribing the medication. Then, route of administration also, some medicines are route of administration, some routes, medications are given before meals, some medications are given after meals. For example, that also come under route of administration. So, some medications, some medicines, they are given after meals. For example, I give you the example of simple drug, that is paracetamol. Paracetamol, what is the function of the paracetamol? पूरी दुनिया paracetamol खा रही है. Paracetamol will lower the elevated body temperature. ये नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर को डाउन नहीं करेगा. पैरासीटामोल विल कॉज ओनली लोअरिंग ऑफ एलिवेटेड बॉडी टेम्परेचर. एंड पैरासीटामोल इज ए एंटीपायरेटिक. एंटीपायरेटिक मीन्स विच विल वर्क अगेंस्ट द पायरेक्सिया. इट विल पायरेक्सिया इज ए कंडीशन व्हेन पर्सन सफर फ्रॉम फीवर. तो नॉर्मल बॉडी टेम्परेचर कितना है? 98.4 डिग्री फ़ारेनहीट है. तो अगर इससे बढ़ा हुआ है टेम्परेचर, ए पर्सन इज सेड टू बी पर्सन इज पायरेटिक, तो उस कंडीशन में हम एंटीपायरेटिक ड्रग देंगे, दैट इज पैरासीटामोल विल प्रिस्क्राइब एंड इट विल लोअर द एलिवेटेड बॉडी टेम्परेचर. तो जो पैरासीटामोल है हम उसको खाने के पहले देंगे कि खाने के बाद देंगे? बात ये चल रही है. पैरासीटामोल को हमेशा हमने खाना खाने के बाद देना है. क्यों? बिकॉज दिस विल कॉज गैस्ट्रिक इरिटेशन. अगर एम्प्टी स्टोमक इसको ले लेंगे ना, तो एम्प्टी स्टोमक लेते सारी क्या होगा? इट विल कॉज गैस्ट्रिक इरिटेशन. पैरासीटामोल विल कॉज गैस्ट्रिक इरिटेशन if we are taking that medicine empty stomach. तो हमें क्या हो रहा है? Immediately we will vomit. We will have feeling of the nausea. So to avoid gastric irritation, paracetamol is always to be prescribed after meals. And helminthics है. And helminthics, that is the drugs which are given for the treatment of the worms. So they are to be given before meals. So the next is physiological factors. Physiological factor means, what is physiology? Physiology is the process, the functioning, how it functions. कैसे वो function करती है? Physiological factors plays an important role. Physiology. So already I told, अगर उसकी फिजियोलॉजी में चेंज है, इफ ए पर्सन इज हैविंग सम फिजियोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम, उसकी बॉडी की फंक्शनिंग में प्रॉब्लम है, देन ओनली द ड्रग विल अफेक्ट. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई ऑलरेडी गिवन द एग्जांपल ऑफ पैरासीटामोल. इट विल लोअर ओनली इट विल लोअर ओनली एलिवेटेड बॉडी टेम्परेचर. सो नॉर्मल फिजियोलॉजी को ये चेंज नहीं करेगी. So what is physiological factor? If there is a change in its physiology, it will lower down. It will rectify that physiology. It will rectify the functioning of the body. So, for example, paracetamol, it will lower the elevated body temperature, but it is not going to lower the normal body temperature. So, the next is genetic factors. This is very important. Genetic factors. We Indians, we all are having 99.9% I can say, we all are having a special enzyme, that is glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. Glucose 6-phosphate 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. So we all are having this enzyme in our body. So this enzyme, where exactly is used? For which drug this enzyme? This is a basically drug metabolizing enzyme, and this metabolizes the drug. Which drug? That is the drugs which are given at the treatment of the malaria, during the treatment of the malaria. So for example, a person is suffering from malaria. Because of the malaria, at that time the physician will prescribe the medicine quinine, pamaquine, primaquine. So here I will tell the example of primaquine. So this primaquine is prescribed for the treatment of the malaria. This is a anti-malarial drug, primaquine. जितनी भी क्वीन्स है, प्राइमाक्वीन है, क्लोरोक्वीन है, क्यून है, पामाक्वीन, क्लोरोक्वीन, प्राइमाक्वीन, so सारी की सारी they consider the anti-malarial drugs. Anti-malarial, specifically I am talking about the primaquine, and this primaquine is used for the treatment of the malaria. And this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase metabolizes this primaquine. It metabolizes. But some races, black males, Negroes, some races of black males, they lack this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. They don't have in their blood this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. So when primaquine is given to that people who are lacking this enzyme, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, a person, if he is lacking, if he does not have this enzyme, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, so to that person if primaquine is given for the treatment of malaria, so primaquine immediately will cause hemolysis. It will cause hemolysis. Hemolysis means rupture of the red blood cells. Rupture of red blood cells. So, once again I repeat, a person is suffering from malaria, and at that time the drug given is primaquine. And this primaquine is metabolized by the enzyme glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. So we Indians almost, we are not suffering from, but some races of the Negroes, they lack this enzyme, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, black males, they lack this enzyme. Or I can say any person who is lacking this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, and to that person if primaquine is given, so metabolism of this drug is not possible, and this primaquine will cause hemolysis of the blood cells. RBC will immediately burst. It will cause hemolysis of the red blood cells. A person will become immediately anemic. The last one I am going to explain, that is psychological factor. Psychological factor plays an important role. Psychological means, I can say, psychological. Here so many psychological factors: the personality of the physician, the behavior of the physician, as well as psychology. It is in psychology of the patient that if I go to a physician or a doctor, the medicine, whatever he prescribes, I will get rid of all my diseases. So just he will give a small sweet pill, and that is called as placebo. By his behavior, by his personality, he will give a small pill that is not having any chemical constituent, not having any drug in that pill, but when he prescribes the way, the person will get rid of all his diseases. So psychological factor also plays an important role. So today I discussed regarding the various factors modifying drug action: age, sex, body weight, route of administration, physiological factor, genetic factor, psychological factor. So age, छोटी एज के बच्चे जो हैं उनको कम डोज देनी है, बड़ी एज के बच्चे नेचुरली अडल्ट्स दे रिक्वायर मोर डोज. सेक्स, फीमेल्स आर मोर ससेप्टेबल टू दी ड्रग, तो उनको हमने कम डोज देनी है. बॉडी वेट, मोटे बंदे को, हैवी बंदे को हमने डोज ज़्यादा देनी है, और लीन पतले बंदे को डोज हमने कम देनी है. रूट ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, बिफोर मेडिसिन, मेडिसिन हमने कब खानी है, रूट ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन खाना खाने से पहले या खाना खाने के बाद. तो इसमें सबसे बड़ी एग्जांपल मैंने आपको पैरासीटामोल की दी है कि पैरासीटामोल विल कॉज गैस्ट्रिक इरिटेशन एंड अल्टीमेटली हैज टू बी गिवन आफ्टर मील्स. साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स, फिजियोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स, फिजियोलॉजी मींस डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द स्टेट. अगर हम फिजियोलॉजी, उसकी फंक्शनिंग ठीक करनी है तो हम उस टाइम पे हम मेडिसिन देते हैं. जेनेटिक फैक्टर्स, पर्सन्स हु आर लैक ऑफ ग्लूकोज 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, तो अगर उस तरह के पर्सन को हम ड्यूरिंग द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ द मलेरिया वी आर प्रिस्क्राइबिंग प्राइमाक्वीन, तो वो क्या करेगी, इट विल कॉज हेमोलाइसिस, डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द रेड ब्लड सेल. साइकोलॉजिकल, depending upon the psychology of the patient, the drug is to be prescribed, and it is not at all necessary that we are going to give the some chemical constituent or some specific medicine. Even by his behavior, person can be treated. So I put end today. Thank you very much.